super late. Late as usual. Right. Okay guys, welcome back to Roberts & Co, welcome back to London. Not the first second live stream of the year 2024. Drinking coffee. We're late, we put on the YouTube music live, jewelry making session, making sterling silver T-bar pendants again. This is about the third, maybe the fourth in a row. We're just gonna make a few tonight because I want to get on with some other things, but I do need to make a lot of these. So I want to bash a few out every day. Let's turn the YouTube copyright free music on. Yeah, the reason we're so late today is obviously it's not our first day back at work. We work every day, but obviously it's the first day for postage collections and what have you. There's a lot of other businesses we interact with. First day at work after the holidays, so it's been a long, busy day. Clearing, because we're obviously, any business that's online is, you know, the internet's open 24/7, 365 days a year, so it creates a bit of a backlog when bank holidays, any holiday creates some issues. Even for like Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon, it's gonna, they don't deliver every day, they don't process their stuff every day, almost every day. I think they give them Christmas Day off. Right, we're going to make some of these 2 centimetre T-bar pendants, pretty popular. I need to restock. I need to make a lot. These are the partially finished ones we've been making in previous live streams. So we're going to cut up some 2 centimetre pieces of rod. These jump rings I made in previous live streams. Have I got enough? I've got just enough there, I think. Might need to flatten out some more of those. Let me flatten out before we get cracking. So I've made this 3mm wire into rod. Straightened it out. These jump rings, there's a full-length video coming out on this Friday. Friday. It's coming out this week about how we make these jump rings using a informer. But I've also done it in previous live streams if you can't wait. Gonna need to make some more as well soon. Right, I'm just going to mark these 2 centimetres with side cutters, which, as I've said many times before, not only shows us where to cut at the 2 centimetre mark, but also provides a little keyway to get the saw blade going in, so there's less risk of the blade skating across the surface. Does really help if I mark it in a position that you can actually get the saw to. Haven't done. Again. Right, that's one. Next. Right, so bars cut, just clean up the ends of them. Cut two flat. It's actually a half round bar, I'm using flat side of it. It's a half round ring, slightly narrower than standard half round. And luckily I actually remembered to get the additional hard solder from our other workshop. Because I was planning to make a massive batch tonight, but I was planning to start this at 5. Right, give you a tip of our bars, the bars of our T-bars. There we go. 3 bars for 3 T-bars. Right, let's add the jump rings and solder them together. Cut solder ready. not working. This hard solder is really quite thick. Sometimes I roll it out if I'm doing some quite dainty jobs, but luckily these are not dainty jobs, but yeah, I'll stick it through the rolling mills quite often. It's really handy if the joint, it's handy obviously if you're doing multiple joints, that's the main reason people would use it, but it's really handy if the joint's quite visible because it contains it's the highest content of silver out of all the others, probably the lowest content of zinc or whatever the other metals are it's alloyed with, but having the highest silver content, it's got the highest, obviously gives it the highest melting temperature, so it's called hard, but it gives it the closest colour match. It's almost identical. Even as it ages and tarnishes, the others, the extra easy and the easy and what have you, they do look, when they're polished, they're hard to distinguish, but they actually age, they don't tarnish in the same way at the same rate, so it's all very good when it's polished, but if it ages, and someone likes the aged look, doesn't keep polishing it, can stand out. Spin that around, the solder's all on one side, the hot side. Just use the heat to pull it through. artistry. Right, next one. Slightly wonky. Right, let's flip that round. Flip it around. So it looks okay. I need to clean these tweezers off though, because where there's so much flux built on it, holding the jump and slightly crooked. It's tricky enough to get them lined up straight, but like that, I'm starting out real wonky. That is the problem with this Argotech Meths mix. It helps prevent against fire stain, but it also helps coat absolutely everything with a thick layer of flux. Not just the piece, everything else as well. Sticky as well. A lot of people dislike it, and I can see why. But for working on silver, it really does help prevent fire stain. And some of these jobs like this one, most jewelers with experience don't heat the pieces up for long enough, hot enough to. It's really it's primarily an issue for beginners, because they overheat the piece. They heat the pieces too high for too long, But with jobs like this, as you can see, I've made hundreds of these, I've done thousands of solder joints, but where I'm having to correct just the lineup of them sometimes, I am heating them up for a relatively prolonged period, longer than the solder requires technically just to flow, so that they are, fire stain on these is a real risk. Which, if you don't know, is a surface and subsurface oxide, copper oxide, but it's visible even when it's subsurface, it's visible on the surface. It produces like a black spots, patches, black spots. It resembles a little bit silver oxide. It's not quite as dark. It's also really only noticeable once the piece is polished. So you polish it and then you find it, and then you have to start again. Well, not start again, you have to deal with the, remove the stains and polish it again. Okay. Right, now I need to make 3 bales, because these each have a jump ring bale, and I'll put those on a ring once they're soldered, so we can fish them out of the pickle easily, find them for one and fish them out quite easily. Just picking those up because these get very easily stuck to the board. Right, here we go. So 3 T-bars made, 3 bales. They'll need about half an hour in the pickle because I haven't heated it up, because I like the smell. But it takes longer. Let's just clean one of these off, give you a little close-up of what we've made. These will obviously need extensive polishing. Sometimes they need redoing actually. Sometimes once the flux has gone, I realise that the solder's flowed in a weird way, or the jumping's not as lined up as I thought it looked. That looks pretty good. Sometimes even after pre-polishing, they have to be redone. The polishing sort of reveals flaws you can't see because they're covered by flux, or just the satin finish masks. A bit like the fire stain, if you get it. So there we go, we've got 3 of those. 3 more of these done. But we need to make a lot more. All right, it's going back in the pickle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably tomorrow, probably more T-bars at this point. Toodles, hopefully a massive